Greetings. Today, I'm going to read from today's reflection, The Language of Letting Go, by Melody Beattie. These are daily reflections on the process of recovery with codependency. And today, October 19th, our good points. What's a codependent? The answer is easy. They are some of the most loving, caring people I know. We don't need to limit an inventory of ourselves to the negatives. Focusing only on what's wrong is a feature of codependency. Honestly, fearlessly ask, what's right with me? What are my good points? Am I loving, caring, a nurturing person? We may have neglected to love ourselves in the process of caring for others, but nurturing is an asset. Is there something I do particularly well? Do I have strong faith? Am I good at being there for others? Am I good as part of a team or as a leader? Do I have a way with words or with emotions? Do I have a sense of humor? Do I brighten people up? Am I good at comforting others? Do I have an ability to make something good out of barely nothing at all? Do I see the best in people? These are the character assets. We may have gone to an extreme with these, but that's okay. We're now on our way to finding balance. Recovery is not about eliminating our personalities. Recovery aims at changing, accepting, working around, or transforming our negatives and building on our positives. We all have assets. We need only to focus on them, empower them, and draw them out in ourselves. Codependents are some of the most loving, caring people around. Now we're learning to give some of that concern and nurturing to ourselves. Today, I'll focus on what's right about me. I'll show myself some of the compassion and care I extend to the world. It's not about eliminating our personalities. It's about working around and transforming our negatives and building on our positives. We all have assets. We need only to focus on them and empower them. Before I came up here on this trip to Wisconsin and Minnesota, God was telling me to really focus on leaves on trees back in Arizona. And I was like, why? Like, what? All right, leaves, got it. What? I didn't understand. But since I've been up here this week, all the leaves have changed. Like literally the week that I've been here, fall has happened right before my eyes. And now some of the trees are just like completely bare or like 25% full. And now I can see that, with codependency and recovery from addiction, you don't cut down the whole tree. Like you and I are the tree and our qualities are the branches. But the leaves are some of the habits that we've developed along the way. And it's okay to let go of some of those leaves. And sometimes they gently fall. Sometimes they quickly fall. A storm will come by and blow them off. But sometimes they just gently fall. And, it can be a beautiful process if you watch it and observe it and the colors and the change. And sometimes you don't realize change is happening in yourself. But from the outside looking in, sometimes people can see that. And then, after a while, it's really easy to see. But that process of change it's a necessary one. It's a cycle. We don't grow when things are easy. We grow when things are hard. And a lot of the time that's through change and that's through pain. But pain and change can be a really good thing. It doesn't mean everything has to change. It just means some things have to change. And the ability to now deal with that, not being so overwhelmed with our feelings and thoughts, we can actually sit with them. We can process them now that we are in recovery and can sit with those feelings. What a gift that is. Wherever you are in your process of recovery with addiction or codependency or both, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Not everything has to go. There is good in you. There are things that God put there for a reason to help other people. And, I'm so thankful for the people that have supported me in my process of my own recovery and the people that have encouraged me to do this, just hoping that it helps people. Because tonight, I was in a meeting. And, sometimes it can be really lighthearted and joking, but as soon as somebody starts to cry or kind of choke up or get emotional, everybody gets real quiet because we take care of each other and we don't shoot our wounded. And don't be afraid to be vulnerable. People will help you. You know, being vulnerable is something that everybody wants to do, but they're just scared to do it. A lot of the times because the family they grew up in showed them that, you know, if you come with vulnerability, you're going to be shut down, or you're going to be mocked, or, you know, belittled, because the people around you, that's how they thought life was supposed to be, and they built their own self-defense mechanisms to, you know, not be emotional and not be vulnerable. And that's why it's scary to some people. And, you know, some people were really mentally and emotionally abused for trying to be vulnerable. And how bad is that? It's awful. So if you had to go through that, I'm really sorry. It must be really tough. But I want to encourage you to take courage and, you know, find a community and find a therapist or find a friend that you can do that with, because it's so worth it. Everything you want is on the other side of fear. So if you're struggling with that, I just want to encourage you and tell you that I love you. If you need help, reach out. You can always text the 9888 line. You know, reach out to this channel, reach out to a friend. And yeah, with that, I will sign off. Take care. God bless. And stay emotionally sober.